What's up guys, it's your girl Kiana, and of course I'm back with another video. So this video is all about understanding your waiting season. I myself recently went through a waiting season and I learned so much from it. I grew in so many areas spiritually, and I was just really inspired to talk about this topic. And so I just wanted to share with you guys my story, my experience, and also give 3 things that I think is really good to remember if you yourself are in a season of waiting on God for something. So let's get into the video. So some of you may know that me and my husband, we actually just moved to Arizona like the end of May. And it was a very exciting move. We were really excited to move. One of the main reasons why we moved is because we just didn't want to get stuck in Chicago for the rest of our lives without venturing out and trying something different, something new. We chose Arizona. I have a brother that just moved here. I have an aunt that lives there and a few other of my cousins. So we're just like, why not? Let's go for it. We moved to Arizona. My husband found a job, and that actually is what inspired the move so quickly. But there is just, you know, a lot of things that we just couldn't have seen coming. We didn't really realize the hardship ahead. Now, I want to remind you that we are newlyweds. We got married in April and we moved here in May. So there's a big adjusting period going on just in that sense in general. And then on top of just being in a place where we don't have our immediate family, we don't have any friends, we basically just asked for a life of isolation, trying to work out our problems as best as we could. Yeah, it was definitely harder than I ever thought, ever just expected for it to be. Looking for a job was just, oh my gosh, guys. Looking for a job was the worst thing in life. I thought the times that I looked for a job in Chicago was really hard, but no, living here just took it to another level. Looking for a job was really hard, guys. It took me 3 months to get a job here. And I know I talked about this in some of my previous videos, but being here really put me at a peak of a lot of anxiety. You know, every day consisted of me being at home, applying to another job while my husband goes to work. You know, it was cool at first, you know, Netflix and chill, you know, by myself. It was all right at first, but it got old really fast. I honestly, I really couldn't take anymore. I was really anxious. I wasn't really familiar with the area, so I was really uncomfortable to really like walk around, you know, because I didn't really have, you know, anywhere to go. Plus, you know, when you're living on one person's income, yeah, we realized, you know, financially that this was gonna be a lot harder than we thought. So your girl didn't really have money, all right? But yeah, guys, it got to a very uncomfortable point, and you know, of course you go, God, what is going on? Why haven't you provided a job yet? Like what's happening? Eventually I remembered, okay? And eventually I realized that this was a test and that this was an opportunity to grow in faith. Now, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. There were situations in the past where I knew God wanted me to wait. God really wanted me to rely on Him and to just wait on Him to provide for me whatever I needed. But in the past, I ran towards sin. Now, God still delivered, you know, He still gave me what I needed and stuff. But along with that, I had to take baggage, you know, new baggage that I literally like didn't need. Situations and stuff that affected me wouldn't have happened if I had just waited on God. So I realized, you know, Kiana, this is your opportunity to actually wait this time, to not get all miscombobulated and, you know, run towards sin this time, but to actually wait. You literally have nowhere to go anyway. You don't have any friends. I mean, my brother lives probably like 30 minutes away, but he's not my best friend, you know? So sorry, brother. I hope that didn't hurt your feelings. But I'm saying, like, you know, I can only go talk and go visit with my brother, you know, for so much. So I legit just had to wait. And it was, guys, it was so uncomfortable, guys. And there were many times that I wanted to quit, but I would tell you that in this season, this is what inspired me to do YouTube. Now, I wanted to do YouTube for a little bit now. I was really, you know, having trouble with getting up and actually starting it. I realized, you know, Kiana, go ahead, go try and film. go try and, you know, film. And I remember my first video just like sucking, and I was just like, you know, that's not how I wanted to go. I just felt terrible at it. Most times I probably would have quit. But no, I said, you know what, today I'm gonna give it a rest. Tomorrow I'll try again. And I remember I think I tried for about a good 4 days straight trying to record this video. And finally I recorded the video and it went how I wanted it to go. And it became my first video, and that is, you know, my experience as a bride. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's my very first video. And what's funny is when it came to my third video, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so much better than my first video. Like, anyway, I got a little overconfident. So yeah, I took advantage of the time that I had doing nothing, and I put it towards working on my YouTube channel. And then I also told myself, you know what? Whatever God has for me as far as a job will be for me. Guys, I got so many no's. So many no's. It was ridiculous. There were certain requirements that I had, you know, for what I wanted for myself. I come from a past of working in customer service and the food industry. So I really wanted more of a chill desk job. Didn't really mind the customer service part, but I wanted a desk job. I didn't want to be in the food industry anymore. And guys, I got so many no's, but it took 3 months and I finally got a yes. I checked it out, and you know, the pay didn't seem all that great. But I was like, you know what? I feel like this is where, you know, God wants me to be. So I go to the orientation, and first of all, the job is nothing like what you know I thought I applied for. Actually, a lot of people thought it was a warehouse job. You know, they were gonna be laboring. You know, because in my mind, I'm thinking like, you know, I need to lose a couple pounds anyway, so I probably need a labor job. So thought it was a labor job, like whatever. I went to the orientation. It's a completely different job, a desk job, which is what I wanted. The pay is going up. Their starting pay has been raised, and it is the most flexible job I've ever come upon. Crap, there's a plane. There's a train coming, so I'll be back. All right, guys, so I'm back. So this job, you know, had amazing flexible hours to the point where I literally could create my schedule so I can work as much as I want or as less as I want. Not to mention, it was only 2 minutes away from my husband's job. Like, we only have one car, so having to figure out a carpooling situation was gonna be our only option. And the fact that my job is only 2 minutes away from my husband's job, like, I was like, you know what, I'll take it, okay? I'm gonna take this. Now, mind you, I did get a couple, like I applied to some restaurant, you know, jobs because I got a little desperate. I was like, you know what, let me just try. But every time, you know, someone would reach out to me, hey, like, you know, I wanna get an interview with you. Something in me was like, you know what, no. Let me wait it out. Let me go try and continue to find something better. So technically there was some other stuff that I could have run towards. So I start my job, and the actual nature of the job is so enjoyable, guys. Like, I mean, I was really nervous, but it has the perfect amount of challenges. It's a stress-free job. Lord, do I just not miss customer service, because dealing with people is completely annoying. But I don't really have to deal with people like that. So honestly, guys, this job, like, there was no doubt in my mind that this was a complete blessing. This was definitely ordained by Jesus Christ himself, because to have all of these positives, it was the light to what I had been searching for, guys. Like, there was no doubt in my mind that this job was for me, and God wanted this job to be for me. So in my waiting season, I strengthened my faith. I strengthened my patience. I didn't run towards sin. I actually chose to be productive in the meantime. Overall, like, I learned so much, and I'm just so grateful, like, just for have waited on him. I'm so grateful for this job that I have right now and just what he provided for me. If you yourself are waiting on God, if you're in a season where you're a little bit confused, you're a little anxious, you are maybe freaking out a little bit while you're waiting, I want to give you guys 3 things to remember while you're waiting. Number 1, God wants to grow you. Our entire life is going to be a whole bunch of waiting seasons, a whole bunch of things, you know, happening on his time and not ours. So why not grow and practice the idea that God is in control, and we definitely are not. So realize, you know, God wants to grow you. He wants to grow your patience, because this isn't going to be your only waiting season. There's going to be a lot more to come, and it's only going to benefit your relationship with God and your spiritual journey in general. Number 2, don't run towards sin, okay? Don't run towards sin. It can be really hard when you're waiting. It's like, I need to go find it. I need to go do something. I need to somehow find some way to fill this void, you know, feel what I'm missing, you know, but don't do it. Don't do it. I did it in the past. I ran towards sin, and I carried so much baggage, just stuff that I just didn't need, stuff that I had put away with, and I invited back into my life because I couldn't wait, you know? Like, don't run towards sin. Instead, be productive. In my waiting season, I decided, let me go try and work towards something that I have as a goal anyway. Let me go try and get better at filming myself and making videos. What else is there that you would like? You know what I'm saying? What else could you be working on? What is something else that you could be doing that could be putting you towards your many other goals that you have? Start working on those things while you're waiting. It may take your mind off of the fact that you are literally in need of something right now. Number 3, he will deliver. No matter if I had messed up, whatever, God is going to deliver. There's no question about it. There's no doubt about it. No matter how long the season is gonna take, he's gonna give you what you need. Just trust that this whole waiting season it has a purpose. You know, there's a complete purpose to it, and God is the number one reason behind it. So I hope that encouraged you a little bit. I hope that you can remember these 3 things if you yourself are waiting and maybe are a little anxious. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. And, you know, comment, subscribe, like, let me know. Let me know if you like this video, you know, let me know, okay? So just do it, okay? And I'll see you on my next one. Bye, guys.